From the very first moment you hear his voice, you're going to feel something, so before we begin, make sure you're sitting down, because this story will leave you stunned, emotional, and absolutely speechless. And hey, if you're new here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because stories like this, you don't want to miss them. Tonight, we take you into the heart of America's Got Talent, where dreams rise, fall, and sometimes, break through in ways nobody sees coming. And in the middle of all the noise, all the lights, and all the unbelievable talents, one man, quiet, humble, and carrying decades of pain in his chest, walked on stage looking nothing like the superstar he was about to become. His name was Ricky De Vera, a 53-year-old Filipino man with slick back hair, worn-out boots, and a guitar that had clearly survived more struggles than most people ever will. When Ricky walked out, some people smiled politely. Some whispered. Some assumed he was just another Elvis impersonator, another tribute act trying to make a moment. But Ricky didn't step onto that stage to imitate a legend. He stepped onto that stage to honor a promise he made long ago, to the one person he loved more than anything in the world. For years, Ricky worked as a janitor in Los Angeles. He spent nights wiping floors, cleaning empty hallways, and humming Elvis songs to keep himself awake through exhaustion. Nobody knew that back in the Philippines, he was once a local singer, adored in small-town fiestas, singing under makeshift lights while his mother cheered in the front row. She always believed he had a gift. She always told him, "Anik, one day your voice will take you somewhere far, somewhere great." But life had other plans. When his mother fell ill, Ricky left music, left the stage, left everything behind. He moved to the US for work, sending every dollar back home to keep her alive a little longer. He sacrificed dreams without hesitation, because to him, family wasn't a choice, it was everything. But despite his efforts, despite the years of hard work and endless nights, the call eventually came. His mother was gone. And with her passing, the last spark of music in Ricky's heart dimmed almost completely. For a long time, he stopped singing. Even humming hurt too much. Until one night, a co-worker accidentally heard him singing while he cleaned the stairwell. That co-worker recorded him, posted it online without telling him, and within days, the video exploded. People from the Philippines, the US, the Middle East, everywhere, flooded the comments saying, "This man needs to be on AGT." Ricky ignored it at first. Who was he to chase dreams again at 53? But one night, he dreamed of his mother. In that dream, she wasn't sick. She wasn't old. She looked just like she used to, smiling big, hands on her hips, saying, "Anik, why are you not singing?" When he woke up, he cried like a child, and the next day, he filled out the AGT audition form. And now here he was, standing under the golden stage lights, trying to steady his breath. Simon leaned forward. "So, Ricky, why AGT?" For a moment, Ricky couldn't speak. His voice trembled. "I promised my mom. I promised her I'd follow my dreams. And I never did. So this is for her." The audience softened. Silence wrapped the entire arena. Then the music started. The moment Ricky opened his mouth, everything changed. It wasn't an impersonation. It wasn't mimicry. His voice carried a deep, mournful richness, like Elvis himself had lived another life inside this Filipino man's heart. People began to stand. Some cried. You could see Ricky fighting back tears as he poured decades of pain, sacrifice, and buried dreams into every single note. Judges exchanged looks, stunned, wide-eyed, blown away. Ricky hit a final, soaring note that trembled with raw soul. The arena erupted. The applause shook the entire stage. Ricky's legs gave out, he bent forward, overwhelmed, crying into his hands. And then, it happened. Judge Heidi Klum stood up, walked to the golden buzzer, and without a word, slammed her hand down. Time slowed. The confetti exploded like 1,000 memories raining down on Ricky. He fell to his knees, sobbing, clutching his chest as though his mother's spirit had just wrapped her arms around him. The crowd roared louder, the judges stood, and Simon, who rarely shows emotion, wiped a tear from his eye before saying the words no one expected. That wasn't Elvis. That was you. And the world needed to hear you. Backstage, Ricky met his two children who ran to him crying, proud beyond words. They weren't supposed to come, they had secretly flown in with help from the show. Ricky kept saying, "Your Lola would be so proud, she would be so proud," and his daughter whispered, "Dad, she is." From that day onward, everything changed. Interviews poured in. TV stations from Manila to New York wanted him. Filipino communities worldwide lifted him like a hero. And for the first time in decades, Ricky felt something he thought he had lost forever: purpose. But the biggest moment came weeks later during the live shows. Ricky walked out once again, trembling, but this time with confidence burning in his chest. He sang not as a man trying to honor Elvis, but as Ricky de Vera, the boy whose mother believed in him even when he didn't. His performance that night became one of the most replayed AGT clips in recent history. Millions watched. Millions were moved. And millions were inspired to chase dreams they thought they'd buried long ago. Ricky didn't just sing. He healed people. He reminded the world that age is not an obstacle, pain is not a death sentence, and dreams do not expire, not at 30, not at 50, not ever. And if this story touched you even a little, if you felt that spark in your heart, hit that like button right now. Subscribe for more powerful stories just like this. Because sometimes, all it takes is one story, one voice, one moment, to remind you that your dream is still waiting for you. And this? This was Ricky's moment. Maybe yours is next.